friends. Last time we got together, we looked at a story called Bear Feels Scared. And in this story, our friend Bear was very scared because he got lost out in the storm by himself. But then his friends came and brought him home and he felt much better. So at the beginning of the story, he was alone and scared. By the end of the story, he was home safe in his lair. Today's story we're going to read is Bear's New Friend. And it's by the same author, Karma Wilson, and the same illustrator, Jane Chapman. And like always, what is this called? You're right, the front cover. What is this? Yep, the spine. And we have the back cover. Good friends. In reading our story today, we want to think about three main parts. What happens at the beginning of the story? What happens in the middle of the story? And what happens at the end of the story? And I'm going to help you because this is a kind of a new concept for most of us. So let's see if we can find a title page. Oh, there it is. Bear's New Friend by Karma Wilson, illustrated by Jane Chapman. And here's our dedication page. To all the children who have become new friends with Bear, thank you for reading my books. KW. Remember, that's Karma Wilson's initials. And then for Boo, I Love You by JC, which is Jane Chapman. Okay, let's read and see if we can find a good part of the beginning of the story, the middle of the story, and the end of the story. In the woods in the sun on a hot summer day, Bear feels an itching to head out and play. He goes to find Mouse, his littlest friend, but just as Big Bear heads round the bend, there's a clatter in the tree. Oh, what could it be? And the bear asks, ooh, a clatter is a noise. And I think that's a good thing to remember. He hears a clatter in the tree or noises in the tree. Bear calls, is that Mouse who hides in the tree? But Mouse scurries up and squeaks, it's not me. Bear scratches his head, who's hiding up there? Mouse shrugs his shoulders, perhaps it's Hare. Remember, hare is a fancy name for a rabbit. Mouse starts to shout, come out, friend, come out. And the bear asks, who? Nobody answers. Who is it? Asks Bear. They peck in the trees, but nobody's there. Bear cries, no one's here, but where did they go? Then Hare hops along and says, howdy ho. Sorry, they peeked in the trees over here, not pecked to swallow, peeked. Something sped past, going fast, fast, fast. And the bear asks, who? I wonder what that was that sped by really fast. They didn't even see it, it went so fast. Maybe that's a good point to remember for the middle of the story. Hare says, let's go follow to see what we see. Bear says, is it Badger? Who else could it be? But there by the log, with Gopher and Mole, Badger is peering into a deep, dark hole. Come look if you dare, there's someone down there. And the bear asks, who? Bear says, it's not us, but who is it then? I know, says Badger, it's Raven or Wren. But Raven and Wren flapped down from the sky. We saw all our friends and thought we'd fly by. I don't think it's Raven or Wren. Up from the ground comes a rustling sound, and the bear asks, who? They're looking all around to see who it might be. I wonder who it could be. Who are you down there? Who is it, I say? Why stay in that hole? Why hide the whole day? Why don't you like us? Why? Then a trembling voice says, because I am shy. I wonder who's in that hole. Two eyes peekaboo, and the voice says, who? And the bear says, hi. Can you see the eyes? Look at those eyes. I'm Bear, howdy ho. That's Mouse and that's Hare. And Gopher and Mole are standing right there. Next to those bushes is Raven and Wren. Come swimming with us in the pool by the glen. Please do not hide. Come on outside. Then... an owl says, hoo, hoo, hoo. There he is right there. Look, he almost knocked Bear over. Hello, I am Owl, and I'm sorry I hid. I'm just a bit bashful. That's why I did. Bashful is another word for shy. Bear says, hello, friend. Come on, cries Mole. And they all scamper off to the old swimming hole. They splash and have fun in the hot summer sun with Bear's new friend. The end. Okay, friends, we talked about the beginning, the middle, and the end. The most important part of this story is that Bear was hearing a noise out in the trees. Remember? He heard a clatter in the trees. And he wondered, what could that be? That's the beginning of the story. And then in the middle of the story, something sped past, going fast, 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 fast. And they didn't get a chance to see what it was. I wonder if that was the owl going by really fast, but they still don't know it yet. But we do now that we've read the whole story. And then at the end, Owl comes out and he introduces himself. So today's work, we are going to work, you just need 3 half sheets. I tore 1 sheet, 2 sheets in half. So I have 1 for the beginning, 1 for the middle, and 1 for the end. And you can decide if you're going to do it in portrait style or if you want to do yours in landscape style. And I chose mine to do it in landscape style. So remember, we just talked about Bear doing or hearing the clatter in the trees. And so I want you to draw a picture of Bear hearing the clatter in the trees. Here they show a whole picture of Bear, but my drawing's not as good as Mr. Jeff's. So this is what I did. I drew so you just see Bear's ears sticking up. And there he's hearing something in the trees. There's my drawing for the beginning of the story. Then the middle of the story, something sped fast, 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 fast. And here's my picture of Bear with something speeding past that you can't tell what it is. It's a swoosh, swooshed right by him. And then the end of the story, Owl introduces himself. So I drew a picture of Owl coming out of the hole saying, hello, I am Owl. So now we have the beginning of the story. We remember what happened in the beginning of the story, where Bear was hearing sounds in the trees. We remember what happened in the middle of the story, where Bear heard his swooshing go by and didn't know what it was. And we know what happened at the end of the story, where Owl popped out of the hole and introduced himself. And that's the story of Bear's new friend. So now it's your turn to go take 3 half sheets and either do it in portrait style or landscape style and draw the 3 main parts, the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. And then you can ask your mom or dad to email pictures so Mr. Jeff and Miss Paula can see. Everybody have a good day. We miss you. Bye-bye.